All right, our second video is about how to use the ToneSavvy resource to complete assignments. So we're going to go to classwork. A couple things that you'll need to know, actually a single thing you'll need to know before you log in is right here in the initial logins. I've created a document. Everybody has the same password and teacher code. You'll want to change that if you're concerned about other people getting to your account or anything like that, but you do have the option to change a password once you log into ToneSavvy. Don't lose that password, write it down somewhere, because if you do lose it, we'll have to create a new login for you and you'll lose all of that work that you've done and the pathway for that account. So be very careful what you do there and write down that password. If you're not on here, and that's just basically because I updated the logins on 4/16 at 1:30 p.m. So if you join the Google Classroom after that, send me a message, and it's super easy for me to get you an account. So I can do that quickly. Your name will end up coming in at the bottom of this page because as I update this document, it'll go to everybody. So you'll want to know your login first. I do have a login that's not on here, but I'll use that login to show you how to move through the program. So pay attention to your username. It is case sensitive, so Sydney would need a capital S and a capital A. Band Rocks is all lowercase on your first login. So I'm going to keep that tab up in case I need it. Then I will go down to the ToneSavvy login page. There we go. Then I'll type in my login and Band Rocks lowercase 2020, and the teacher code, in case you forgot it, is right here, 181390, and that would be for everybody. Then log in. Before you can see the incomplete assignment sets right here. And before you do that, you can do any of these as a practice. They're really neat. I think rhythm dictation is one. We've done that in class a few times. But what you'll really want to do, some people will be tempted to skip some of this easy stuff, and that's really the foundation for music theory. And so you need to really spend some time on the easy stuff so we can understand how it will quickly go, the difficulty level will quickly get harder as we move through any of these music theory segments. It's very built on the previous knowledge. So don't skip over the easy stuff. Do it. It's very repetitive, but you'll need to do it. Ear training. This is also another really cool function of intervals. It'll play an interval and try to get you to identify those by listening to them. That only happens with tons and tons of practice. If you think you can listen to 25 of them and get it right, and learn it, then you're not on the same page. So those will take tons and tons of listening, but that's a really good way to develop your musical ear behind some of these things. And then you can go through exercises, basically in an order right here. So you don't have to wait for the assignment set to be assigned. They all basically use these areas right here. So I have the first 4 units, interval building, interval identification, those things, those will happen in the first 4 units that I've assigned to you. But you can always move ahead and learn more as we're moving along. We're going to go to dashboard, I think is where we need to be. Yeah. So that's your dashboard. First, I've put both treble and bass clef on here. Some people will want to learn bass clef. It's a great opportunity to do that. So if you want to complete them in both treble and bass, that will work. But you'd only be required to do the ones of your normal clef. Disclaimer that most music theory, you're going to need to know both clefs. So it's a great opportunity. If you don't know that, push yourself, learn both, because some of the stuff later in music theory is going to require you to know bass clef. So highly consider that if you want to continue on past some of this beginning level stuff, you'll need to know bass clef. Just trying to make sure you realize that. But we'll just do level 1. It's divided into four different segments right now. And if you click on assignment, you can do some practices. But if you click on the assignment, it actually has a video that will show you how to accompany some of this stuff. And then the quiz is right down here. So this will show you how to manage that particular lesson. And then you can start the quiz down here. Go back to assignment sets. I'll go back here. If you want to complete it, hit do it now. And there's no time limit. Right here on most of the assignments it says 100. I will go through and adjust that to 50. I thought 100 is a little bit much. You can always do more practices if you want before you actually complete the assignment, but 50 for the assignment I thought was doable. And then on these assignments, there's actually adjustable areas in here that you can do. Just think right here, middle C, you're going to have to learn a little bit about what middle C is, but it's basically the middle key of a keyboard. And everything above middle C is treble clef, and everything below middle C is bass clef. So that's what you'll want to think about. This would be learning the, if you looked at middle C on a keyboard, this would be learning the G above middle C up to D. So this area, when it says -1, that would be bass clef. But middle C and above all of these notes are treble clef. So we're going to go back into dashboard. I'm just showing you the different areas here. So let's say we're going to do it now. And we'll click on Start Quiz. So it'll ask you a note. We type in a note. You get 5 hints in case. These will be super easy. So again, if you're a bass clef person learning treble clef, it's on the easy side for you to do that. Okay, so basically for the notes that happen on the lines and spaces in treble clef, that'll teach you in the video, but every good boy deserves fudge, and the spaces are F, A, C, E for face. And so these are only going to test you from C to B. So that will help through that. So once you're done, I'm not going to do all 50 of them, but it'll give you your progress up here as you're going along, and then you can hit complete quiz. Right when you get to 50, it will automatically complete the assignment. I'm going to go to stop quiz, and even at that point, you can submit your best effort or you can try again. All right, I think, and if you just walk through each different level, it's basically the same way. It's all formatted the same way. And so you just kind of work through your areas. If you have questions, catch me on virtual office hours or on the telephone office hours, or just leave a message in the Google Classroom feed. In this area right here, interact, you can ask a question right there. That will be super helpful because if somebody else has the same question, we'll create a music theory frequently asked questions and post them right here. Video 3 will be about using the online music theory tool.